It's time for Bet On It, brought to you by Warhorse Sportsbook. The bets placed in Nebraska to place your sports bets, whether you're in Lincoln or Omaha. Head out to the Warhorse Casino to check out their sportsbook. D. Bizzle,
what do you want this time?
I want to talk about some stuff you want to bet on.
Yeah. But still,
You have any?
And I'll bet you that you lose.
You have any games that you feel good about yet?
Oh, yeah, lock it up.
What do we got?
Lock it up.
What are we locking up?
I'm just going to give you the one.
Just one today?
I'll probably,
you might dabble.
It's early.
Okay.
So I always need key indicators.
Okay.
And you'll love this one. Lock it up.
Niners?
San Francisco 49ers and the 2.5.
I saw a stat.
Listen, lock it up.
I think our guy Husker X is an O sent it to us. Teams coming off of scoring 40 points when they are an underdog the next week are 7-18 against the spread in their last 25.
Lock it up.
So we're locking up the 49ers. I'm probably not going to pay that one because I don't like betting on teams that I like.
That's fine.
That's just a personal preference.
I'll watch.
It's too much stress for me.
The whole voyeur in me. Plus, I'll be out of speaking engagement.
Yeah, you got to watch a little.
I don't even know what time that starts.
You should find that out.
It's not super far from me. It's in Platteview.
Yeah,
I've done it the last 2 years.
But if you're gonna, you should probably figure out what time that is.
A lot of people that grill a lot of pieces of meat and have baked potatoes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Big baked potato guy.
They do a lot of auctions.
I don't really like baked potatoes.
I don't eat.
Yeah, that's true. You never eat in public.
And they'll put a couple of pieces.
Put a plate together for you.
Although my appetite, man.
Yeah, you got to figure that out.
I'm getting some help currently as we speak.
You might need to go to just don't WebMD it. You'll think you got something.
Yeah, that's what Brett said too. He's like, don't WebMD.
You end up thinking you got.
I was like, that's all right. I know someone. I'll go right to the source.
You can load down the baked potato with bacon. I know you like bacon.
Yeah, I don't like baked potatoes.
I don't either. It's one of my lowest forms of potatoes. I know we were talking about
Although
this.
I do enjoy a nice twice baked potato, but I like mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes are okay.
I think they're fire.
The mashed and baked potatoes are pretty low on my potato rankings.
Too much potato?
Yeah, there's not enough crunch. I like a crunch on my potato.
Oh, I got you.
But I do like a good mashed potato is really good.
Yeah, it's one of the things I learned from my mom, and I haven't done it for, I don't know, probably since college.
Mm-hmm.
Her mashed potatoes were my favorite, and we would get use out of them multiple days. So she would redo them in the skillet, and they get the little brown.
Oh, see, I would like that.
Oh,
yeah, I would like that a lot.
They were incredible. And so for a while, that became my substitute for hash browns in my skillets.
Yeah.
I just would
take the leftover mashed potatoes.
It would be the base.
Yeah.
It's incredible. And they get the nice little scab.
Natasha makes a really good, I like to call it a crust.
Sure.
Over a scab.
Whatever.
Because scab is a little gross. I do.
You talk to me like I'm 4.
I'm not. I'm just.
Oh my goodness.
I think
scab is a little gross.
I think when we're talking about food, scab is a gross term to use.
You're right. It's probably a significantly better word to use.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of scabs in my food, but
crossing the lines to play a little football.
I wasn't trying to get political with unions over here, DB, but all right, whatever you want to go into today. DB here for unionization.
And then again,
Exactly.
But I do get a little nervous on betting on my own teams. But I wouldn't bet against the 49ers tonight.
Lock it up.
That's what I'm saying.
12 gauge.
I
just said that.
What does that mean?
I don't know, like a shotgun.
What does that have to do with lock it up?
Lock it up like the 12, like a 12 gauge shotgun. Like,
what are you locking up?
Because don't you lock up weapons?
I mean, you're supposed like in a little like a gun case.
Sure, lock it up.
Why'd it have to be a 12 gauge?
What do you want it to be? A Beretta?
Could have been any gun.
I only know like a handful that I've heard of in movies.
Like a Glock.
Yep, I know that. That's all they used to think minorities used to use.
Is Glocks?
Yes.
You got a Desert Eagle out there?
Don't know what
that's
that is.
That's a type of handgun?
Don't know what that is.
I believe it's the type the military uses. I think. I'm not really sure.
Not familiar.
That's one they use in the video games with the military, at least.
I don't know. AK.
AK?
Yeah.
Like Andy Kendi?
Yes.
Yeah. Or Andrei Karolinko?
Deep cut. Why Karolinko?
Because he was AK-47. That was his nickname.
Didn't he have the different relationship?
Oh, yeah. It was open, I believe.
Once a year or something like Christmas or.
I almost made a joke there that I'm not going to.
I'm pretty sure he was.
I
That
think
guy.
you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Andre Kirilenko got hall passes.
Yeah.
I think that was the nature of his relationship. I thought you were going to say he had an odd relationship with because he took the weird deal with the Nets, right?
Yes, he did.
When the Russian owner bought him.
Yes.
And so I thought you were going to say he had a weird.
By the way,
relationship.
what do you think he's doing?
I'm guessing he went back to the motherland.
Got back into vodka distribution?
Maybe something, Sure. I think there was some favors on the back end of that Nets contract. Is all I mean. I don't know what they were exactly.
That's speculate.
It is rumors and speculation. Nothing. I'm sure nothing untoward happened.
Oh, man.
I'm sure of it. I would bet on that. I would bet that contract was definitely on the up and up.
Yeah, I think so too.
Kirilenko was a good ball player, though.
Yeah, he was.
He was versatile.
Yes, he was.
He was a stat sheet filler.
Austin. Low-key comedic Austin. It was open, I believe. Oh, he's making fun of us.
What happened?
Just an unhinged Ravi note. Yeah, like you are. Like I don't know what's wrong. It's just your delivery.
What do you mean?
It was funny. Just how you said it.
Which part?
It was open, I believe.
Oh.
But you were at the same time contemplating telling an inappropriate joke.
Well,
Don't.
Yeah. The nature of his relationship and where he played basketball is funny to me.
Knock it off.
Just, just thought it was amusing. Any other games you're looking at tonight that you like?
Not at this particular juncture.
You're not loving any college hoops games tonight? You've been killing the college hoops.
I know.
It's
like stealing, basically.
Straight murdering.
There's not a lot of appealing games.
There's not. It's a little bit of a
outside
light.
of Iowa and Iowa State.
It's a little bit of a light Thursday. Not a ton going on. Although I am interested. I don't, man.
Virginia and Bethune-Cookman?
No.
No.
I am interested in
Evansville and Chattanooga?
No.
New Mexico State, Texas.
I am a big New Mexico State guy.
Why?
Not. I am interested in Iowa State. I want to get a closer look at them tonight.
See them guard and defend?
Yeah, I think they're. I don't know how I feel about where they're currently ranked.
Yeah, it's just not a great slate for college, so there's no
No.
sense in enforcing it.
You've been playing around with the NBA at all?
I would never.
Never. You never bet the NBA?
No,
I think it's really hard. I don't mess with the NBA either, but
it's
impossible.
Fixed.
Never, ever,
It's
ever.
not fixed.
It's fixed.
Oh my gosh. What are you doing?
I'm just telling you.
You're sitting here, you're turning into one of these like the Chiefs have it rigged for the NFL have it rigged for the Chiefs.
I don't believe that.
So you don't think the NFL is fixed, you think the NBA is fixed?
Yeah.
Why?
I've just seen it in my former life, like I would just do like anecdotal evidence of
Mhm.
like, you'd be up 8, it's 7,
Mhm.
and you can't inbounds the ball inexplicably the last 4 seconds of a game. The other team gets the ball on their end and they get a meaningless layup, or you dribble the clock out with more than the shot clock worth on the clock and it stays at the total.
Mhm.
I've seen fouls down by more than 3. People foul with less than 2 seconds to go. For what? Why would you?
You're throwing stuff at me
Why
now?
would you do such a thing?
I
don't. My buddy, we joke about the NBA all the time.
Some people are just dumb.
Sure.
Like,
Or sometimes you have calls that made for jump balls that are, 80 feet away
Have-
that you haven't seen called
haven't seen
since
since eighth grade.
That was vintage Kerr.
I
But
don't-
you know what? I did actually listen to him. I
Yeah.
listened to that whole press conference before he walked off. And he's had some tirades.
I like Steve Kerr. I'm a big Steve Kerr
He's your
guy.
guy.
Yeah.
And it does.
I like him anyway.
It does make sense that the NFL is rigged.
The NFL
Chiefs
is not.
win. Chiefs win all the time.
That's just too hard to do.
Also, the Chiefs are
Pretty good.
They're
Yeah,
Midwest.
they're just better than almost everybody else.
Yeah, Chiefs are pretty good.
They're Midwest. They span both sides of the nation. Might as well. I mean, you're going to get all those
If
sales.
the NFL was fixed, why wouldn't their biggest markets be better? The Giants and Jets can't find a win to save their lives.
They're spreading it out.
Chicago's been bad for a long time.
Chicago's one of the most dysfunctional franchises in the league. And that's what I don't understand. Why have the Knicks been bad forever if the NBA's fixed?
Unless you just want people to keep taking money in Las Vegas because their team is so bad.
We don't think the NBA would want the Knicks to be any better. They can't figure it out a single time. That's Bet On It, brought to you by Warhorse Sportsbook.